Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess, baby. Oh my God. 10 of Wands star when we cut the deck. So you recently put down a burden, or you are actively putting down one. A chapter closing. This could be responsibilities that really aren't yours that you've been carrying, or this was a series of tasks and responsibilities. It could even be courses you were moving with in order to achieve some kind of wish fulfillment. The burdensome part, like the work part, the effort part, is over. You're allowed to put it all down in order to enjoy the sentience of the fulfillment, the sentience of the wish. You know what else this is giving, this 10 of Wands? Those are trophies. It's sometimes it's burdens, but sometimes putting in the work, it does carry a weight. It does take an energetic cost. But this could be trophies, like I collected this certification, I acquired this skill set, I healed this part of me, I allow myself to do this thing now, like this assortment of spiritually inspired action you took. That's what the wands are. Spiritually inspired action. And you've completed something on your own accord, on your own free will, maybe over the last 10 weeks, 10 months. And wish fulfillment's here, the star card. There's also an element of whatever you did here, it healed something in you that's allowing you to glow and grow on a solo mission, but your solo mission is actually impacting the people around you. You've acquired a significant, we're going in on the split. You've acquired a significant amount of intel or research, or it could just be skill acquisition here, but there's like a level of wisdom that's been imprinted, and that imprint of wisdom can't be taken, can't be erased, can't be forgotten either. Ooh, there's a lot of you really leaning into, what am I being guided to do? What feels, it's feeling into the pathway versus what does the pathway look like from my mind or from my available resources. This is giving, I had to lean into what I was being called to learn or do or see or experience or heal without being able to see the whole picture. That is so the message. Smash that like button. That was the message. This is a series of spiritually inspired actions that span across your life. It's not all healing. It's not all learning. It's not all work, all finance, all love. This is a series of experiences across. It's spanning the card. You see that? Like a fan? It's spanning the card. It's spanning across the aspects of your life. So this is like, you might not have been able to see the bigger picture of how all of these different spiritually inspired actions you were taking were leading you to this wish fulfillment. But that is that in your highest healing effort. Okay, remember on Friday, if you watched that, the transformation reading, the live reading, it was the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Pentacles. And I was like, you know what this combo is giving? Spirit being like, when you work with us, we will work with you. And this is the result. Oh my God. Literally. Divinely guided by the stars. The Charioteer is someone who takes orders from their intuition, from the stars above them, from the cosmos. This is also you having a very grounded, like loving, accepting relationship, Cancerian, right? The Chariot card is ruled by Cancer. Cancerian, loving home for both your light and shadow to reside together. This is very weird how I'm reading today, I know, but that was our first message. Smash that, claim that, affirm that, Pisces. Spirit, give me a little more juice. Oh my God, this is so good. Earlier today, I asked for a sign, and then I got it and a couple others, and this holding back, this was part of it. Pisces, you're being asked to No. You're being called to look at and awaken to where you're holding yourself back. This is you know why this is fun to me? Because we're all getting this reading. We're all in this together. Where are you holding yourself back? This is like you wanting to maintain stability and security that you've built. You see this city behind this king? This signifies that you specifically have created some kind of structure, security, and safety in your life based on the cards you were dealt. It's feeling like there wasn't necessarily an abundance of cards that were being dealt, but you strategically used the cards you got and you actually made it work. Damn. And that was through a lot of channeling your own power, this is giving like, even in moments when you weren't as spiritually tapped in, you were still able to build this. And this could just be safety in the home, or finding like a steady job, making sure your house is like a peaceful place for you to be. Could even be like rebuilding finances, or some kind of name for yourself or pathway for yourself that's created safety, structure, and stability for you. Now, you know that expression, the energy you use to survive is not going to be the same energy you use to thrive. That's what this is. They're like, good job, you did it. You're hanging on very tightly to this stability, but we want you to wake up to where can you loosen your grip so that you can answer a greater call. There's a greater call here. Very cool. Tell me about this greater call, Judgment. Ooh, there's fear. I mean, there's fear, but there's also divine intervention. There's divine justice or truth, some kind of like karmic balancing. Actually, let me get one more on this. Can I get one more with Justice and the Devil? Yo, smash that love button for your 9 of Cups, Pisces. Your wish fulfillment, your joy achieved on your own. This is giving okay, sorry, I'm stuttering. This is like my throat chakra doing her thing. Foofy woofy. Thanks for being here. Okay. When you call judgment on the fear and the reason why you're holding back, right? Just acknowledge it. Just like saying it out loud, admitting it to someone. I did that. I sent a little voice note to someone being like, this is the fear that's been kicking around my head for the last 2 months. I'm saying it out loud because I know it's a fear now. For a minute, I thought it was truth. And then I had to like nurture that for 8 weeks. When you wake up to this, what are you being held back? What are you holding yourself back from? What is this fear? On the other side of the fear is 9 of Cups. It's wish fulfillment. That is the call. That is the call to answer your call. Whatever it is that you're being guided to do, to achieve, maybe to say. Some of you are being guided to like say something. You've been holding back a truth. Probably because the truth that you're holding, you know, is going to shed light on a significant transformation. Not just for you, but maybe for the people involved in this truth, whatever that truth is. You're cloaked in groundedness, though. You see that green on the Justice robe. The action of you seeking justice, answering this call. So this is either like speaking out on something that was unjust, devil energy, so that you can finally feel reprieve, finally feel relief, finally feel the validation of justice. If you are done wrong. For others of you, this is, there's some kind of 3D experience that you know that you want to have, or you are meant to experience. And it might not have been time before, but it's time now. But now that it is time, that's what happens. When it's time, the fear comes too. The fear is like, oh, it's time? Okay, I'll get turned on too. That fear, though, when you move through it, this is specifically around something that you want. This is very like, it's either purpose or it's some kind of adjudication, some kind of justice, fairness, some kind of experience that you specifically want, but you're holding yourself back. And again, it wasn't time before, it's time now. And on the other side is your Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. It's a Pisces card. And you see that white tunic? White in tarot represents purity. This is your card. This is like, you are the one with pure intent. So whatever this fear is, this devil, I don't know if this is like fear of someone else or if this is more of an inherent fear. You triumph over that devil. The devil is also showing you, we've talked about this in Tarot Academy, right? My tarot students. The devil is Lucifer, and Lucifer is the light angel. Technically, Lucifer is a fallen angel, but Lucifer was the one that brought the dawn, brought the light. So when the devil card comes up, it is shedding light on something that was in the darkness, that fear. So it's like the devil itself, is that the evil entity, or is it just the bringer of like, hey, I'm showing you something that has been dormant in the darkness, but humming, alive and humming, right? Can I get a little insight on the devil for Pisces? Pisces, can you smash that like button if this makes sense? This devil energy, clarity. Oh my goodness! High Priestess, say it, Pisces, I am the High Priestess. Okay, it's being clarified by Tower, Four of Swords, Page of Cups, High Priestess. Damn, Pisces. That's giving something rocked you. Something rocked you into a transformation. And now on the other side of this transformation is a heart expanding, I'm hearing heart tenderizing experience where your intuition is elevated and you're able to see more magic more clearly. Nine of Cups plus the Page of Cups is 10 of Cups. On the other side of this devil is everything that you want. This is all through the heart. This is all through the heart. And shout out to anybody who has significance placed on monarch butterflies. This is a major transformation through your intuition. Well, that's a result. This Page of Cups is going to be a brand new beginning for you that continues to pour into your heart. You're also not going to second guess your intuition anymore once you move through this. Yep, Seven of Pentacles. This took a long time. It wasn't time before. You know what's interesting? I don't know why I'm like hyping on that, but it wasn't time before. I think that there was a part of you that was like, sometimes Spirit does this. They show you that foresight, like an end result, a manifestation end result. And maybe you were jetting towards it, or maybe you were taking steps in other ways around it. It just wasn't time yet. For other people, you got that insight, that foresight, but there was like a holding period. And you might have been like, I couldn't even take steps. Like that's how strong the holding period's been. But Spirit was planting that seed so that you would realize when it's time that it's time. And now it's time. Seven of Pentacles. Something's grown enough for you to not hold yourself back anymore. Seven Pentacles and Four Pentacles is 11. 11 is Master Manifester. This is something that you want. 11 Pentacles, Justice card is 11. Now you have two 11s on the table. Different from 311 that we heard on Friday. But 1111 is that Four of Wands energy. So there's an undertone of graduation. There may have been some growing pains you had to experience in this holding period. Yeah, that is exactly it. Thank you, Spirit. Ten of Swords. There was some healing, I think more so clarity. They wanted you to be able to activate and see the light for yourself. It's interesting too, because we're in Gemini season now, and Gemini is curiosity, communication, exploration. It's more going energy, whereas Taurus had us very planted, right? Planted. Okay, so dig this. 4-4. There was something that had to be healed, but it was like this thing could only be healed through this like shakeup of your foundation. Even the sequence, do you see this, tarot students? And here the heart is outside of the body to sew up, right? To weave back together, to knit back together. In the Page of Cups, the energy is coming from the heart. It's like, oh, it's back in the chest, it's healed. And now the heart is radiating so much that this person is always looking up. Always looking up is symbolic. Always looking towards like, what is the highest timeline I can imagine? What is the highest level of optimism I can use as fuel? Delulu till it's Cholulu, baby, right? Pigs flying. This heart is restored. But it's like it had to go through this major transformation. Or it's going through this now. Hey, Google, skip the song. Hey, Google, skip the song. Thank you so much. Okay, and this crown chakra, third eye is all the way activated here. Give me one more on this High Priestess. Oh, it's intuitive healing. It's intuitive healing. It's intuitive healing. Thank you. Okay, do you know what I mean when I say that? Intuitive healing, High Priestess healing. Intuitive healing is when you allow this. This was hard for me to get to, so I don't know if I'm behind and everybody else is like got this pinned down already, or vice versa, what? So I'm just going to share this and take this how this resonates. Just like our intuition can alert us to sus behavior and patterns in the world around us, global leaders, community individuals, or people we meet day to day. Your intuition is also in tune and attuned to you. That's probably the biggest use of your intuition, would be tuning into, what is my body telling me it needs? What is my heart telling me it needs? Through the symbols of my thoughts, through the symbols of my bodily reactions and my senses. Does that make sense? Your High Priestess energy will and can lead to your highest level of personal healing. Intuition does not always have to be this film we're applying, or this spidey sense we're applying to the world around us. It's super helpful to do that. But most of all, High Priestess healing is High Priestess healing me. I'm using my intuition to heal me and my fears and my restrictions, my codependencies, the parts of my body that are aching and breaking, the parts of my heart that are aching and breaking, and allowing my intuition to intuitively guide me to the resources, the medicine, the nourishment, the even if you think about yoga, when yoga instructors are like, feel into your body, they mean that. They mean, listen to what your body is saying. Is it saying, this is too much, back it up a little? Or is your body saying, I'm stretching, this is good for me, stretch a little more? Or is your body saying, holy SHIT, this is the ultimate release I really needed? I hope that makes sense, Pisces. This is all about you and a transformation of your heart, your tenderized heart. Again, tenderized heart. And allowing your intuition to literally guide you through this fear. But the fear was around your heart, keeping you restricted in some kind of way. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles at the bottom, that's a card of divination. It's like the more and more you lean into your spiritual practices, stillness, meditation, journaling, the journey inward, the more you're able to see all of the different phases of you and what those phases of you look like cyclically. If you think about how we mirror the moon cycles or the natural seasons, if you are in a place that has seasons, but the moon cycle, everybody's got the moon cycle. The new moon being like darker, quieter, creation mode. The waxing moon building up to the full, building the momentum. The full moon being full, celebrating your fullness, celebrating what victories you've achieved. That 10 of Wands before, right? It's also the full moon. 10 of Wands is like releasing what we're no longer carrying. If you graduate a class, you're not going to bring that class with you. You're just extracting the wisdom from the class, right? And then the waning moon as it gets smaller, decreasing all these patterns that we no longer need so that we can settle into this new vibration of heart healing for this ultimate wish fulfillment. Sheesh, this is a lot of work, Pisces. Give yourself credit. Oh my God. They wanted you to see something in you. If you feel like you've been getting a little bit less hits of synchronicities and signs, there may be a few people out there, they really wanted you to go inward for the signs. For those of you who that doesn't resonate, the holding period was because they wanted you to, not wanted, but there was a cycle, a full cycle needed to be complete. And you never know why until the cycle is complete. And then you're like, I get it now. Four of Pentacles is Eight of Pentacles. That is that. It's like you were, something's giving like you were ready in some capacity, but there's another element that needed to kind of fully bake. Like the brownie was still a little wet in the middle. I don't even know what I'm saying. Pisces, I don't know. I hope that makes sense. Oh my God, yeah. The brownie was wet in the middle. 10 of Swords. Temperance, there was some significant angel healing that had to happen, and there was patience. Patience was being not tested, but stretched. The width of the card, stretched. Patience in your healing process, stretched. This is especially for the high priestesses who are very, very gifted in the head space. This is for the logical thinkers, the planners, and the doers, the analytics, the, you know, like from the brain, from the mind, overachievers, high achievers. The sun is coming up in both of these cards now. The sun is coming up in both of these cards now. Foofy woofy, geez. Louise, I love this. It's just like very intense. The fire around your heart. There's something, I think a lot of you were very ready, but again, that other half had to get baked because now I'm coming back to the heart. The heart, the heart, the heart. Over Archangel Michael's heart is that triangle. That triangle represents the elemental symbol of fire. The white box around it is the purifying containment of that fire. They wanted your fire contained, holding period, so that something else in the heart could be tenderized, so that your intuition for your own healing would be prepared and ready for this Nine of Cups. All right, I went so deep into this. Thank you for being here if you're still here. Anything else on this Four of Pentacles for Pisces? Thank you, Spirit. We got the full moon in Sag ceremony on Thursday. You can register for the full moon ceremony at the first link in the pinned comment below. We're going to release through fire ritual. Have some tarot fun in here. It was a holding period. And remember we saw that star card at the top? Not me pointing at you, sorry. The star in the Hermit's Lantern is the star card. So they wanted you to see something. They wanted you to see something. There you are. I think, oh my goodness gracious. Give me help, please. The butterflies. Through this holding period, if you were able to lean into it. There's something about your ability. This is twofold. You have an ability to get ish done. They also wanted you to allow yourself to have a more fluid, slower paced experience, because the energy that was needed for you to survive is not going to be the energy needed for you to thrive. Knight of Swords is giving, that's how you used to roll. Because this horse is like, we're going too fast. It's not a bad thing. It's just like, you don't need to do that now. You're allowed to be Queen of Cups with it. You're allowed to be smooth with it. You're allowed to be flowing, psychic, intuitive with it. You don't have to give explanations for it. They wanted you to get comfortable in the pace of that holding period. There's something about, I think that's it, that holding period. They wanted you to get comfortable in that pace so that we're not back to this. This is giving a little capitalist grind, like go, 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 gotta achieve, achieve, achieve. Every minute of the day has to be full. And it's like, no, 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 no. Actually, focus. That feels right. Tell me about this Hermit. A whole new world, babe. This is your rebirth. That really is it. They want you to adopt this new vibration, this new frequency of flow, being, in order to move forward, I go inward first. You know what's going to happen, Pisces, when you go inward for your directives? Your High Priestess seeing is going to be so attuned to the smallest details that doubt is not going to exist anymore. Other people might not see what you see, but it's not going to matter. As I say that, the UPS drives by and didn't stop. Okay, you're going to be able to, you know what's funny? By slowing down, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. By slowing down in this hermit period, or this holding period, and going within to allow your intuition to genuinely turn on and guide you. This is now the new pace. The new pace is, let me go in, feel within, see what the decisions I need to make from within. If it's not clear, I'm not moving on it. And this is your new way of executing decisions, making moves. Even for some of you, this has to do with partnerships. For some of you, this has to do with communication. For others of you, this is truly like a 3D experience, like a living experience, or something to do with your external world. Because even the Hermit is Virgo energy, and that's Earth, but it's more adaptable. See? High Priestess and Hermit, both very quiet cards. They're both considered mutable signs, Pisces and Virgo. And those are sisters on the wheel. Your intuition in regards to your own healing and like what's holding you back, the fears, the restrictions, it's always going to be complemented or amplified in the light of your stillness, in the light of your meditation, in the light of your solitude. And it will always birth you into a new vibration when you allow yourself to sit and see it. It's in the seeing and the accepting. Accepting doesn't mean perpetuating. Accepting means I can say it now. I'm afraid of XYZ. I can say it now. I'm holding myself back from XYZ. Justice at the bottom. This is all about how you're viewing yourself. That's why that reading came out last week. They wanted you to see yourself clearer in this holding period, because the formerly held perception of self was actually more limiting in nature than you might have realized. Yep. Pisces, smash that love button if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. This was like confusion blocking you from being able to make a decision from the heart space. But they're like, they wanted, I keep saying they wanted, but it's just the goal here was, will Pisces sit through the confusion and allow for the clarity to come through? And it looks like you did, or you are, or it's almost here. Tell me about the Hermit in the world. This is a lot. Oh my God, Tower again. And it's a new perspective. That really is what it is. You reversed, Pisces, you reversed some kind of illusion. The Major Arcana on Major Arcana to me is, that combo is like significant transformation, likely tied to some kind of like generational wound, generational cycle, or a karmic cycle, and you reversed it through this Tower. You went in instead of quitting, or you went in, you like leaned into the lightning, the fire. We have all the elements here, right? Except earth. Well, I guess the Tower would be earth because it's made of wood. Some of you are like really like literally moving out of a home that it's not safe. Fuck. Sorry. You endured some kind of gnarly transition. And if this wasn't in the physical plane, this was the spiritual plane. You endured it with your High Priestess Hermit energy, or you are enduring it now. And you are, as a result, reversing an illusion. And that's putting you in this new frequency. That's a gift, man. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles. That is a gift. That is a gift. Claim that Ace of Pentacles with a cute ass manicure. Shout out to anybody with a little lavender manicure. Okay, this is taking you somewhere. Man. The fear, whatever this was, like the holding period, that in this holding period, you were able to uncover or look at or accept, face, shed light on a fear. You realize that the antidote to that fear is actually, this sounds weird, but the sweetness of death. This is not battling the devil. This was, wow. This is not battling the devil. This was allowing the fear to die reverently. Oh my God. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles for Pisces. One more. Okay. Oh my goodness. This Ace of Pentacles is being clarified by, hi, it's you, beauty, under the crescent moon, holding her cup. This Ace of Pentacles is a result of you choosing your cup first. I cannot give if my cup is not full. I will pierce through the illusion that I'm obligated to give from an empty cup. I will sit still in the discomfort of I cannot outpour if there's not anything for me to pour. This is also you honoring your psychic gifts. If you think about the queens as witches, the Queen of Cups is the psychic queen. Nine of Pentacles, on your own, connected to divinity in your earth magic, in your earth medicine. This is for the bird people out there. And here it is, a brand new beginning. This Ace of Pentacles turns into this Nine of Pentacles, and it's because you get this ace, Pisces, and then you, once again, it's like you crack the cheat code. You use your intuition and pure intention. You see that white dress? Pure intention. Draped in cosmic guidance to turn that ace into a Nine of Pentacles. So now you're converting your magic from your intuitive senses to your 3D world, which takes you actually on a brand new journey under the sun. So there's wish fulfillment here. There's also a sense of, I think there's a little undertone of there's some kind of masculine wound that was healed. The geese are confirming. And this brand new journey takes you to the Wheel of Fortune, turning in your favor. Anubis is going down back into the underworld, or the devil, right? The devil card, we'll just say that, is going down because you faced it, you shed light on it, you looked at it, and the angel is moving up. You have angels all over this too. So this is extra shout out for the people who've been leaning into their angelic guides, realms. Identify as Earth Angel. I know that's right. And Wheel of Fortune is card number 10. Comes after that Hermit energy. It's a little sequence here. And the 10s are cycle wrapped. The Wheel of Fortune and the World card have so much overlap to me, because the Wheel of Fortune is when we are actively applying the karmic lessons and tests, stretching ourselves, kind of like repaying karmic debt and planting seeds for great karma for us. And the World card is like, yes, you've now risen into the new vibration. Like, you paid off what you needed to pay off, and now you're going to get what you get, and you don't get upset. But here it's like, why would I get upset? It's a beautiful thing. 9 Pentacles and this Ace of Pentacles is 10 of Pentacles. So it's turning into your generational wealth, abundance of gifts, of security. Oh, this is so nice. With that crescent moon right over her heart. Again, this is intuitively moving, allowing your intuition and your feelers to guide you in your decision making. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. Knew that was coming, man. Graduation, celebration. Heavy emphasis on the chakras being balanced here, the chakras being paid attention to, or the chakras being like a focal point of your healing, getting back to a place of stability and security. 4-4, you are the master healer. Pisces, I love this. Smash that love button for me. I know we're crooked today. All right, let's play Ask a Priestess. We have High Priestess Nikki asked, if you're comfortable sharing about your psychedelic experiences, I would love to hear about them. Okay, so when it comes to psychedelic healing, whether you're using LSD or psilocybin or ayahuasca, San Pedro, you know, any of them, MDMA, it's always important to make sure that you have a safe set and setting. So the set is your mindset, and the setting is the actual place that you're in. So you want to make sure that you're with facilitators who are trauma informed and trained. You want to make sure that you're doing it someplace legally. You know, I have to say that. And you want to make sure that you're in a place that is holding reverence for the medicine itself. I personally am forever changed and grateful because of psychedelic healing. There are risks involved. So if you have certain types of mental conditions like schizophrenia, or if you're like medicated for bipolar disorder, there are circumstances you have to like look into to see if this is an appropriate fit for you. So please do your due diligence for yourself, right? In my instance, I did some ego death research before my first LSD experience, and I couldn't get enough. I could not read enough Reddit experiences of ego death. I was like an obsession. I couldn't, every day after work, I was so excited to read more about it. And in my experience with LSD, my love and childlike connection to nature was restored. It had been like dormant since I was a kid. And the remembrance of like, I'm part of this bush. I'm part of this plant. These trees, it's like nature is here for me, not for me like it's mine, for me like for me to feel better, for me to remember, for me to be part of a macro experience of awe and wonder, because we are nature. We are not separate from nature. My second LSD experience was harder. I was with somebody who said something that triggered me, and I didn't ask for like help or express how I felt in the moment. And the LSD was speaking to me like in my own voice, but in my head she was like, you don't ask for help when you need help, and girl, you need help. And so for like an hour and a half, she took my voice. I couldn't speak for a whole hour and a half. And let me tell you, the person I was with, they didn't even notice. And I'm being playful about it, but that was the first time I had like a medicinal breakthrough with psychedelics, where they were like, look, this is a thing that you do. Here's a mirror. This is a thing that you do that's toxic. Don't you feel how painful this is? And I was like, yeah, I feel it. I won't do that anymore. And that was in 2019. And since then, I've been like asking for help more regularly, more frequently. Psilocybin assisted me in reducing some of my anxiety. I was also able to rewire a significant money wound that I had around limitations of home ownership, and like also was able to break down like you have to own a home to be somebody. It's like you don't have to do anything society tells you to do to be anything. But it was something I wanted to show my inner child I could do for her, because my home and money wounds were deep and very, you know, a lot of you probably have them. Home wasn't always a safe place, and it also wasn't guaranteed. So for me to be able to provide myself a home that's mine, significant inner child healing, and that was from microdosing psilocybin over a period of maybe 6 months. I was able to meditate with that and use intentions around that. And then of course with ayahuasca, she showed me so much of my patterning when it came to perpetuating cycles with the opposite sex in very detrimental, harmful ways to myself, and what my part is in that. She also was able to show me the background of my epigenetic like nervous system coding, and like where all my fear and anxiety has been written from. I was able to like go in utero in my mom, like while she was pregnant with me, and watch my nervous system get wired for fear and anxiety, which happened to her, what happened to her mom, etc., etc. Ayahuasca also helped me acknowledge what I'm able to do and how fearless I really can be. Even if I am shaking with fear, I'll still do the thing. I'll always do the thing. And buying this house and sitting with ayahuasca has been my anchor of, remember you did those 2 really scary things that you never thought you could possibly do, but you did them. So now everything else is it's nothing. Do it. It's nothing compared to those. It's nothing. Go do those things. You're afraid to show your face on YouTube? Stop it. Go do that thing. You did the 2 scariest things. According to you, you know, it has to be according to you. Psychedelic healing doesn't erase the fears and it doesn't erase the wounds, but it shows you them. And she shows you them in a way where if you choose to rewrite the pathways after the medicine is gone, you really can change your life, or change the parts of your life that you'd like to be improved or enhanced. And psychedelic healing has like the biggest piece of my heart. So anyone who has the opportunity to experience healing outside of pharma in a more natural, like one and done, you don't have to keep going back to ayahuasca or mushrooms. That's the beauty, is like you can have an experience and be like, wow, I got what I needed. And some people will keep going back, and that's okay too, because you know, we are an onion of of wounds and healing. My biggest advice is to do your research. You know, I felt called to those medicines and they landed kind of in my lap. And everything went very seamlessly in experiencing them, and they continue to roll out that way. So that's how I know they're for me. Different psychedelic medicines might speak to you. Different facilitators and locations or lands that you experience the medicine on might speak to you. If you ever want to talk more about psychedelics, I'm down to do that. Just keep me posted. You can always like ask a priestess question, or you can email me. If there's like an influx of interest, maybe I'll host something where we could talk more. Pisces, thank you for being here with me today. I love you guys so much. Happy Gemini season. Hold my hands. I'm sending you so much Reiki love and healing. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. Hold that breath at the top for 3, 2, 1. Release. and say, Pisces, I am the high priestess. Yes, you are, babe. Bye, guys.